We've got the latest Chiefs updates just for you, and I'll be giving you all the details as they happen. So if you want to stay in the loop, make sure you're subscribed to the channel because you don't want to miss out on what's coming. And hit that like button. Let's get right to it because this one is going to be a hot topic. The Chiefs made some roster moves after signing former Patriots wide receiver Tyquan Thornton to the practice squad. To make room for Thornton, the team released wide receiver Cornell Powell. This move comes after years of Powell as a backup under Andy Reid, but unfortunately he never really emerged as an active contributor. Powell, a fifth-round pick in 2021, has been a familiar face in the Chiefs organization, but has mostly remained on the practice squad. He's only been called up for 3 NFL games, mostly in a special teams role, and has yet to record a target in a regular season contest. Despite several opportunities, Powell has failed to earn a consistent spot in a competitive wide receiver room. Now, let's talk about Tyquan Thornton, the newest addition to the Chiefs roster. Thornton, a former second-round pick of the Patriots in 2022, is known for his speed and playmaking potential. While his time in New England hasn't gone as expected, he now has a new opportunity to learn the Chiefs system and prove himself. With 9 healthy receivers currently under contract, Thornton joins Justin Ross, Nico Remigio, and Montrell Washington on the practice squad. The Chiefs coaching staff has always been proactive in finding new talent and giving players a chance to thrive in their system. Could Thornton be the next success story? As for Powell, this may not be the end of his journey with Kansas City. He's been released and re-signed to the practice squad multiple times, and his familiarity with the team could work in his favor if another opportunity arises. What do you think, Chiefs fans? Was cutting Powell the right decision to bring in Thornton? Do you see Thornton making an impact in this wide receiver room? Let me know what you think in the comments below. They should have had an easier time of it. Raised questions about their consistency. Patrick Mahomes, while still elite, has been under relentless pressure, taking a whopping 40% of snaps under pressure against the Bills. The offensive line, once a source of strength, has struggled in pass protection, and it's starting to take its toll. Despite the drop in rankings, let's not hit the panic button just yet. The Chiefs are still 9-1, and their schedule gives them a chance to regroup. 3 of their next 4 games are against teams with losing records. These matchups are crucial not only to boost their confidence, but also to secure the top seed in the AFC and the ever-important first-round bye. The loss may actually serve as a blessing in disguise. It's a wake-up call that highlights areas that need immediate attention. Better pass protection from Mahomes and addressing defensive lapses will be essential if the Chiefs want to remain competitive as the playoffs approach. Andy Reid and his coaching staff are some of the best in the league when it comes to making adjustments, so we can trust that they will use this loss to refine their strategy. Now it's up to you, Chiefs fans. Do you see this loss as a blip on the radar or a sign of bigger problems? Can Mahomes and the team bounce back and reclaim the top seed before the playoffs? Now, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes and the potential addition of a key wide receiver weapon just in time for the Chiefs' playoff run. The Chiefs suffered their first loss of the 2024 season on Sunday, falling 21-30 to the Buffalo Bills. It was a tough game, but it didn't derail the team's championship aspirations. As the playoffs draw closer, one name has started to resurface: Marquise Hollywood Brown. Could the $11 million receiver be making a surprise return to bolster the Chiefs' offense? If you recall, Hollywood Brown was one of the Chiefs' biggest offseason signings, signed to a 1-year deal to give Mahomes another explosive weapon. Unfortunately, a dislocated SC joint in the preseason derailed his season before it even began. Surgery followed, and the initial prognosis had him out for the entire year. But last week, ESPN's Jeremy Fowler dropped a bombshell. The Chiefs haven't ruled out a return. Fowler reported that Kansas City's coaching staff has been closely monitoring Brown's recovery, and there is optimism that he could return later this season. This week, Brown himself fueled the speculation, posting a cryptic clock emoji on X, formerly Twitter. Was that his way of saying the countdown to his return has begun? This development couldn't come at a better time for the Chiefs, who have faced adversity in their wide receiver core. Rising star Rashee Rice went down with a season-ending LCL and hamstring injury in Week 4. While the addition of DeAndre Hopkins has helped stabilize the group, Mahomes has leaned heavily on Travis Kelce, rookie Xavier Worthy, Juju Smith-Schuster, Justin Watson, and Mecole Hardman. Adding Hollywood Brown back into the mix would give the Chiefs an electric player who could stretch the field and open up the offense. Even if he's not ready to take on a full workload, having a player of his caliber on the field could make a big difference in key moments, especially as the Chiefs chase another Super Bowl title. Now, the question remains, will Brown be ready in time? Andy Reid has yet to confirm anything, but he hinted earlier in the season that Brown's recovery was ahead of schedule. Chiefs fans, what do you think? Will Hollywood Brown be the spark the offense needs, or are you confident in the weapons already in place? Now, let's look at what went wrong and what it means for the team going forward. After starting the season with a dominant 9-0 run, the Chiefs finally suffered their first loss. Coach Andy Reid, ever the tactician, had a few days to reflect and analyze what went wrong. The loss wasn't just about a single bad play or a missed opportunity. It highlighted a Buffalo game plan that neutralized two of Kansas City's biggest weapons, Travis Kelce and DeAndre Hopkins. Kelce, a future Hall of Famer and the heart of the Chiefs' offense, was held to just 2 catches for 8 yards, while Hopkins, the team's prized offseason acquisition, managed just 3 catches for 29 yards. It was clear that the Bills decided to lock in 2 stars, daring Patrick Mahomes to beat them with someone else. When asked about the struggles of his top offensive players, Reid didn't sugarcoat it. They were put in brackets, he said. We can work on that. They're not the only 2 on the field. The other guys get opportunities when that happens. And to be fair, Mahomes spread the ball around. Rookie Xavier Worthy and tight end Noah Gray both excelled, catching touchdown passes in a valiant effort to outrun Buffalo's stifling defense. But it wasn't enough. Mahomes finished with 196 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 costly interceptions. While it had some success, the Bills' strategy worked. It shut down Kelce and Hopkins and forced the Chiefs' secondary to win the game. It's a model other teams will likely try to replicate in the coming weeks. Still, Reid and the Chiefs know that not every team has the talent or coaching to do what Buffalo did. It's one thing to pair Kelce and Hopkins, but it's another to have an MVP-caliber quarterback like Josh Allen on the other side. Allen not only dissected Kansas City's defense, but he also showed why he's the current MVP favorite, improving his regular season record against Mahomes to 4-1, although we all know Mahomes owns the playoffs at 3-0. As for Kelce, he got off to a slow start this season, but then went on an impressive 3-game run, racking up 32 receptions, 256 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The Bills knew the key to stopping Kansas City was to stop him, and they executed that perfectly. For Hopkins, the chemistry with Mahomes is still a work in progress, but Reid's confidence in the veteran receiver remains high. It's safe to say we'll see a much more explosive playoff team with Hopkins. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Was this loss a much-needed wake-up call for the team, or are you worried about the offense becoming too reliant on Kelce and Hopkins? Do you think other teams will have the personnel to replicate Buffalo's defensive strategy? Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you're the first to know when big news breaks. Thanks for watching, and as always, ***, go Chiefs!